So you can see here that this is the plane where you're going to be working. It's even called work plane there in the corner. You can drag your finger around and move the work plane so you can even look underneath the design. You can look all around it. You can also, instead of dragging your finger on the screen, you can come up to this little box in the left-hand corner. You can tap it. There's the front. You can go straight to the top, and that's just kind of another way to help you move around on this work plane. So in order to start building your design, you have your options over here. Those are just the basic shapes. So if you wanted to build a, let's say you wanted to build a planter out of this strange shape, first we need to check that it's, okay, so I'll need to rotate that because it's not flat. So in order to rotate, there's these arrows that go either way. So you can kind of rotate it and see if that did anything. And it kind of did, but I still need to rotate it again. And then this cone up at the top, it looks like a triangle right now, but it's actually a cone. That cone lets you, it's either at the top or the bottom, but it lets you drag the object up or down. So like I, for example, did not get it exactly flat down there on the bottom, but what I can do is I can drag it down below, and then I can use these shapes right here with the gray and white stripes. Those are holes basically, so I can bring this design over here. I can drag it down underneath. I'm going to zoom out real quick. And then I can cut those pieces off of that shape basically, so then it will be flat. And the way that I do that is I'm going to have to, so I've already selected that box, so I'm going to have to tap this one as well, and then I'm going to group them by hitting this button up the top. That looks like a square and a circle grouped together. So I'm going to group them together, and that cuts off the bottom and makes it nice and flat so that my plant won't fall over. Then I need to make a place for my plant to be inside, so I'm going to go ahead and grab this cylinder hole, and I'm going to put it, I'm going to make it a little bit taller so that one, I can see it, and two, my plant doesn't fall through the bottom. I'm going to try and put it there in the middle, and I'm going to check all around to make sure it doesn't go through, and then I'm going to group them together, and it's now created a hole in the middle of that shape. So that is how I made a planter that has a bunch of different sides to it. It was very basic, easy way to make a shape or something. Using these basic shapes, super easy way to get things done, and there's a lot of other options that you can do, and you can even make your own in a fun way. But there's also a way to do this in AR. So up here at the top there's an AR viewer, which is a new feature, and you do have to allow your camera and allow it access to photos.